Back to New Day, my friend and 425 woman to watch, Laeisha Howard, stuck around from Hot Topics to help us get inspired with her new book and her outlook on life. So when you gave your speech at the 425 event, one thing you said really struck me. I mean, it really got me right there in the core. Okay. You said you can't show up for others if you aren't showing up for yourself.
Absolutely.
Can you explain what you mean by that and how, it was brought to you?
Yeah. I think that when I wrote the book, and I've shared this with many people, writing the book to help my daughter with her anxiety and her depression, and just really as she was going off to school, helping her manage, all of the things that were coming her way as an elite soccer player, and, trying to balance life. And then I was a working mom, and, also, trying to just be a woman and live my life. And then I was realizing that it was causing me so much stress, just my everyday work and life. And so it kind of goes back to that saying, and I think I said this during my speech, was, it's like when you're on an airplane, you have to put your oxygen mask on first. And that's really what it is. It's like you have to take care of yourself internally and to figure out how you can show up for people, because I said something the other day as well. It's like, people can be energy suckers. And so you have to really manage and be able to mitigate that. And so that's really what I meant by that. It's just taking care of yourself first.
I love the oxygen mask reference. You were a 425 woman to watch. That's us there at the event. And, you also mentioned during your speech that you worked in big time corporate. What did you learn about people in general? Because you work in HR. What have you learned about people in general?
I think that we have to give people the benefit of the doubt. We have to also not assume that everyone is perfect, that, their hair and makeup when they come to work, that they look, amazing, that we're all struggling with something. And I like to say that I put the human back in human resources. And I think that's why I have not left it entirely, because I think it's so important to just approach people as humans, as just like,
I love that.
Just giving them the benefit of the doubt.
And in your book, Fill Your Tank, 100 Daily Affirmations of Inspiration and Reflection, what can people get from this?
I think, it's a daily reminder. It's, I used to post Post-its on my mirror to just kind of get me through the day. And, when I was working in big corporate, America, I constantly had to show up in these, big meetings. And, it's like reminding myself that I can do this, reminding myself that I'm worthy. So I think it's one of those Post-it notes kind of thing, just to like, okay, some people say they have it sitting next to their bedside and they'll just flip to a page and it speaks to them. And I really think it's like that's the kind of, it's that little whisper that we all need.
We do.
Yeah, so.
Well, I'm so grateful. I have so many more questions. I want to talk to you about parenting, because you have a daughter who's older, and she's in Orlando right now.
She is.
So we are just wishing the best for her and everyone in Florida right now. I know it is just so scary.
Very scary.
All right, we will see you again soon.
Yes.
Come back soon.